I'm too emotional. Good luck to my future wives and their future lives without me. You guys will do great. I'm sure that I've prepared you for every guy you'll date and every guy you'll marry and every guy you'll hate. It's the lullabies I sing out of tune, that's probably what did it. Or my twin size mattress that I've had since I was 7 that she has to sleep on whenever she spends the night. And if she falls off again, she'll find another guy to like. Yeah, we're just Romeo and Juliet. But getting drunk and eating Percocets just to ease the stress. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks it is the east. But Juliet just puked off the balcony. How romantic. Nothing like getting drunk and getting manic on a mother-loving Monday. I brush the bangs behind her lovely little ear as she describes in detail how the end is truly near. Wow, and I'm sure that we could do this for forever, or until she drinks the poison cause she sees some cloudy weather, as Rosaline lies in bed seething wide awake because her burning love for Juliet only took a day. Now if Romeo and Juliet continue to be married, then there's half of a chance that their kids will get embarrassed when all the kids at school all talk about their parents and Romeo Jr. has to say they're not together. And Junior will dream of the day when he's a man and what he'll do to avoid that 50% chance of his kids feeling the way he feels. He'll probably just stick with the Netflix and chill. Dear Shakespeare, would you write a happy ending, please? Just deserve a happy ending, please. Please. And every sting from every teardrop, from every ring at every pawn shop. I'm not missing both my Christmases, though family would be nice. And in my mind, my kids are happy, and I know that they won't mind just one Christmas. Just one Christmas. We just deserve a happy ending, please. And dear Dad, I don't know if I can really talk to you. And dear Dad, I know there's still some things we gotta work through. And dear Dad, every girl I've dated knows everything about you and how you left and how I always seem to want to doubt you. And Dad, you were my first love, the first one to bathe me too, the first one to make me feel not sad and so blue. You made me feel new, you made me feel better, you made me feel not worse. But sometimes I look at the things you've done and it just hurts, and my exhaustion is always coming from the same pain. The fact that you never looked at me as something to gain. I was just a reject, a mistake for you, something that wasn't really yours and wasn't true. And my father's not a bad man, and I don't mean that to say that he couldn't have gone and made me to actually want to stay, and that's okay. I grew up with my mother, I'm fine. My father is not the one who decided to cross the line, to come over to my side and see what I had to hide. He never wanted looked at me with a sense of pride, and I'm so sad to say that my father's not here. And I don't know where he went. It's like he had to disappear. And it's so clear to me that I can really finally see all the things that my dad really wanted me for me to be. And it was nothing like what I wanted and nothing like what I had. So honestly, for him not being here, I'm super glad, because I don't want to be that man that he wanted me to be. I want to be someone different. I want to be me. Don't you see, Dad, that I am doing great and I'm doing fine? I wonder if tonight, if I'll be on your mind. It's my birthday today, and I didn't get a call from you. And I didn't even hear you say, I love you too, that last night when I left, and you left me there. Father, life just isn't fair. First chances don't seem to come that often, and I knew that the minute that I walked in. But still we got to talking, and your Instagram page I was somewhat stalking, but hey, I didn't mean to be weird, and hey, this is just what I fear, that I am just a weird guy who can't grow a beard, who's just kinda shy. And why would you give me the time? And I gave you my heart. Yes, it's yours, it's mine, and it's fine. and we were perfectly divine, and everything about us we always kept right there on the line. And it was my first chance at love, don't you see? It was my first chance to actually be glad and happy, and I was so excited and so ecstatic, and everything about you was just perfectly not plastic. And I wish that it could be us together, and I wish that we could have gotten almost so much better, but we didn't. We honestly fell through, and now it's a world where it's not me and you. Second chances don't come that often, and I knew that when I walked in. But still we got to talking, and your Instagram page, yes, I was also stalking, and you seemed so fine and so great, and honestly I thought I'd found my perfect mate, and we'd always stay up so late and then go to work and then just deal with a berate of everyone telling me what to do, of everyone telling me you don't think this through, of everyone telling me that they knew you, but I knew you, and I thought what I knew was true, and I really started to doubt all the things we had, and something like that honestly makes me so sad, and I'm so glad for the time we shared. But honestly, I wish there was something I could compare it to, because it was just me and you. We were just going to be here, and we were just living through. I thought I'd found my wife. I thought I'd found you, and then you left like the morning dew. And I miss you sometimes at night, and I wake up in my bed, and I wake up with a fright, because there's no one next to me, cuddling me real close, telling me how they will always love me the most. Third chances don't come. Ever. And maybe that way's just better, because honestly I don't think that I could weather the weather, and I'm so tired of giving girls my sweater and not getting it back, and it's just whatever. I wish that I could tell you that we'll be fine. I wish that I could tell you that I'm totally divine, that I'm in love with your life, and that we'll be okay. But honestly now I don't really know what to say. I don't know if you're gonna go away the next time that I say something that you think that will always bring something hope and bring. I hope that you are doing okay, and I hope that you decide you want to stay, but it's okay if you don't, because I've had my first and second chance. I think that looking at this just with a little glance of her chance that this won't work out for me, that I will not be happy, but I'm so glad to take the chances I have, and I'm so glad for the memories that I made, and I'm so sad to say that neither of them worked out, but I'm out here and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm about. Everybody's going to be okay. I'm going to be fine. I'll be fine one day, I swear. First chances will come, and I will go to them, and I will run, and I will love, and everybody's going to be just fine. Honestly, I'm just going to keep on taking my time and telling everyone what I do, especially the fact that I still love you. It took so simple, holding always. It feels so bright, I can't explain it.
All right, what's up everyone, and welcome back to Kentcore, TV2 show all about live local music. My name is Ryan Polisena, and tonight we have Sad Harris joining us on his birthday. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
Good. And so before I tell you what I tell our audience about your sound, how about you describe to me what your sound is if they haven't heard your music before, and how would you describe it to them?
Yeah, so I'd say it's mostly rap, but it has a weird kind of concept to it because I don't really write any of my lyrics down. I find it really hard to translate like the words I say to paper. So what you get when I record my songs is one take of like many takes that I've taken over the time. So like everything I just did, I've never written down before, and I just kind of come up with while I'm up here.
That's really cool. So do you kind of switch it around once in a while? You'll like ad lib a little bit?
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of it gets switched around because I have a really bad memory. So
that's okay, but that's cool. That's impressive.
Thank you.
So I kind of picked up on some of your influences while I was listening, and maybe because of the cover you did, Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
But Who are some of your influences?
Oh, one of my biggest influences is obviously Hobo Johnson. I heard his song Peach Scone a long time ago, and I was really scared to make music at first because I was like, no one's going to listen to this. And then he made a song, and it kind of sounds like what I do. And I was like, okay, so people do want to listen to this. And so I started making more music. And then another big influence of mine is Brockhampton. Actually, the overalls I'm wearing, I got on stage with Brockhampton, and they signed them. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, so they're over.
That's
over
really
here.
cool. You got to wear those every time.
I do.
You're lucky.
Yeah, I wear them every time I perform.
That's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. Good. So it kind of appears that you're starting fresh on social media. I was doing digging and I couldn't find that much. So did you do a reworking or rebranding? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I used to go by Harry, and it was really hard for people to find my music just because, you know, we have Harry Styles right now who's very popular.
Yeah.
And so, like, you'd have to type in Harry and then Love Sucks and then one of my songs. It was just really complicated. So I work at a tattoo shop. I'm a piercing apprentice, and they've gotten to calling me over there Sad Harris. So that name just kind of stuck, and I went with it.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Not Harry Styles. Totally
Styles.
different.
Very different.
So your new album that you're going to be singing rapping a couple songs from, it's called Gone. Was there specific inspiration when you put it together, and is there any significance related to the title?
Yeah, so I recently went through a breakup, and it was really interesting for me because I had never been in a position before like that where someone just pulled the rug out from me kinda and just left. Because we broke up and then she moved to Chicago. So I have had like no real contact with her, and she was just kind of gone. And it was like the first time I really had to deal with that kind of thing. So I wrote an album about it.
So much potential for good music coming out of that kind of stuff, you know?
Very
So
much.
It's perfect. You used it in a good way. You channeled it. So you'll have lots of material.
Yes.
All right, and so thank you for that. And I think soon we're gonna bring it back to you again for your second set, which is gonna include another cover and maybe some more of your songs from your album.
Yes, it should.
Okay, all right, so we're getting there. It's up to you.
H3 Music.
Girl, would it kill you just to throw a little bit of attention? If I hurt you, I'm afraid God's gonna teach me a lesson. Now would you hate me if I said goodbye so quick you could eat my dust? Now would you hate me if I ran like hell in the wind from dawn till dusk? When you cry, you waste your time over boys you never liked. Can you not be so obvious? So keep it light, so keep it light, yeah. I thought I vocalized my troubles, but nobody would listen. I know I'm cryptic and I'm weird, that stuff comes off as indifferent. I don't wanna die so young, got too much to do. I don't smile for the cameras, yeah, only smile for you, smile for you. Now would you hate me if I said goodbye so quick you could eat my dust? Now would you hate me if I ran like hell in the wind from dawn till dusk? When you cry, you waste your time over boys you never liked. Can you not? Why are you talking to me? I thought I could be everything you need and everything you wanted. Turns out I can't be anything you see, or anything you need, or anything you wanted. We didn't work out, and now I gotta figure out what I'm all about. Cause I was really out here just chasing clout. Now I'm really out here penning my ducks out, and I really just wanted you to be here. I thought I made that crystal clear, that I didn't want you to freaking disappear. I didn't want you to freaking disappear, cause I love you. 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 Everybody's telling me to move on with my own dang life. I know if I do it, maybe one day I will turn out living just so fine. But you were the one, and we had so much fun, and we had just begun, and then we flew to the sun, and then we flew too close and said I loved you the most, and then we fell through the sky. It felt like I was gonna die, cause you were the one. We had so much fun, we fell from the sun, and now we're doing nothing. Too close, I said I loved you the most, and then it fell from the ground, and then I felt like I was gonna die, cause what am I supposed to do when the only one I wanted really was you, and I really thought we were just living true, and I really don't know what to do. I thought it would just be us. I wanted that just because, and I thought my love was just enough. I thought my love was just enough, cause I love you. 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 And every day when I wake up, I wish that you were still here. I wish that you were still in that bed next to me. I wish I could still whisper sweet nothings in your ear. I wish that I could tell you that everything's gonna be okay. I wish that I could tell you that we could just stay. I wish that I could tell you that I would just behave. And I wish that I could tell you that I didn't want to cave. But cause I love you. I love you. I love you. What do you want from me? I love you. I love you. I love you. What do you want from me? I love you. I love you. I love you. What do you want from me? I love you. I love you. I love you. What do you want from me?
All right, so that was awesome. So I guess let's go back to your cover of Hobo Johnson, and you would plan to do another cover. So how do you choose which songs to cover when you're, or just your favorite songs, or what?
Yeah, so I usually try to find stuff that kind of ties in with what my music talks about. So like Attention's kind of a song talking about him wanting to give attention to a girl, and there's a song I do later that's about that exact same thing. And then Romeo and Juliet, I have a very, as you could tell, personal connection to that song, so I always love doing that song.
That's cool. So so you kind of talked about this a little bit, about how you don't really write everything, but for your album, do you write and produce all of the stuff on that album? Did you do that yourself?
Well, a lot of the beats I find online, or I have a couple friends who do beats for me. Excellent man named Ethan Kemper is going to be working with me on my next album. And yeah, so I usually find them online, but I do write all my own songs.
Awesome, that's awesome. So live performance has become kind of difficult recently, but have you had the opportunity to play at all in any capacity recently?
Yeah, so I played at the Dome in Kent. I actually put on a charity show for Black Lives Matter, and that went really well. I think we raised like over $100, so that was cool.
So it was a good cause and a good way to kind of get your voice out there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's coming up? What do you have? Do you have anything else to plug, or with this extra downtime, so you said you were collaborating with someone.
Yeah.
Are you writing more? Do you have anything else to play, or?
Yeah, I have a couple more songs to play, and then I am making a new album that'll hopefully come out sometime early next year called Oof. It's kind of about this weird period of my life, and I think everyone has experienced it. The 20s are really weird, so it's kind of all about that.
All right. Thank you so much. We're going to hear a couple more songs from you, and we're excited to hear more from you in the future, and you're going to play us out for the rest of the show. So thank you so much.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Yeah, we talked for maybe just like a week, and I said that this is pretty neat. And I really saw your rap sheet. Now I realized I really can't compete, yeah. Looked at me like I was just a feature. A week later, yeah, you just said see ya. A week later, yeah, you just said see ya. A real week later, you just said see ya. And I said that it was really nice to meet ya. Then you said that I can't complete ya. Then I thought that I can't compete with the girls and guys that have been in between your thighs. Even though I tried, I guess I really shouldn't have tried. But guess what, I still really tried. Guess what, I still really tried. And she said we're just friends. And so it goes. That now I'm solo. That now I'm solo. She said we're just friends. And so it goes. That now I'm solo. That now I'm solo. And I love you, 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 yeah. And that party you were just all on me. I asked if you wanna get coffee. You responded like a zombie. What does that really mean to me? Then I realized that it wasn't my fault, cause I then realized that I got caught up in your feelings, up in your mess, and when you didn't text me, that guy got depressed, and that stuff just ain't fair, and I just can't compare. Any girl I meet, I wanna run my fingers through your hair, and I'm sorry if I got caught staring, and you were already sharing, and I wasn't about sharing. Now I'm freaking pissed like Karen. You were the one, and I was fun. I guess I was fun. Turns out it was fun. Damn, now I'm just out of luck, and I really wanted to suck, but not that kind of suck. But either way, I'm out of luck, cause she said we're just friends. And so it goes. That now I'm solo. That now I'm solo. You said we're just friends. And so it goes. That now I'm solo. That now I'm solo. And I loved you, 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 and I loved you. But I really can't do that anymore, cause I got a girl who wants something more, and you were just a friend, so therefore I can move myself right out the door, and I can be the one say it's okay. You gotta move on like every day, and I'm gonna tell you every single way, and then you're just gonna text back and say, oh. Oh, I said my teeth don't shine no more, and my clothes never leave my floor. I can barely even hold my phone without you popping up again. So why delete the pictures of us so that I keep crying? So I can be with anyone else, girl, why you lying? I know that you are better than this mess. You got my soul wiggling like ripsticks on Christmas. We used to fight a lot, but that was cause we were so scared someone else would come along and take us up like you did. You stupid, I knew this. I still taste your mucus when I kiss a new chick. I wish it was you, girl. Oh, it's too bad you suck, and now you caught feelings for a loser. You're the one who changed up. We were sniffing drugs at a party last month, Maddie. I guess I wasn't someone who you loved that badly. Crashed my car onto Lover's Lane. It took this long to know that love is lame. And she told me 100 lies a day, and I believed her. What I believed her. I said I crashed my car onto Lover's Lane. It took this long to know that love is lame. And she told me 100 lies a day, and I believed her, what I believed her. And I reminded you of all those great things we accomplished. And your friends are not friends, they're bad friends, they accomplish. And you get drunk and go and mess around and be the #1 easy hookup in town. Okay, I'm not around, so you can do what you want. You've been on that same stuff, I guess you but forgot. I got my love at home and it's in pieces. Blocked my number just for no damn reason. I didn't get the opportunity to tell her nothing. She said, yo, I'm done, and hit that delete button. Pretty immature for almost 2 years punkin'. I'm not stooping to your level, I got everybody bumping. Dear silly hoe, you make my beer belly grow. I smoke and drinking alone, shredding your envelopes. And if you find this song, man, you better respect this. I put you on the list of my stupidest ex bitch. Crashed my car onto Lover's Lane. It took this long to know that love is lame. And she told me 100 lies a day, and I believed her, what I believed her. I said I crashed my car onto Lover's Lane. It took this long to know that love is lame. And she told me 100 lies a day, and I believed her, what I believed her. And I reminded you of all those great things we could do and would not and should not were never such an issue. And baby girl, yes, I miss your face, but I'ma find someone who I can't replace. I mean, with all your flaws and all your feelings, I honestly don't know why you didn't send me reeling. I loved you and I loved you so much, but too bad now we'll never keep in touch. So have fun with the memories we made. You know that I will always treat them like lemonade. So sweet, so bitter every single day. But I got one more thing left to say, that I crashed my car onto Lover's Lane. It took this long to know that love is lame. And she told me 100 lies a day, and I believed her, what I believed her. Yeah, don't you come back, won't you stay away for a while? I don't wanna be the type of guy to make you smile. Don't you come back, won't you stay away for a while? I don't wanna be the type of guy to make you smile. Da 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 da